Alright, this might be the intro, this might not be, but this is my first YouTube channel video. If you on my Instagram, you probably saw that I announced that I was going to start my YouTube channel. I wanted to start this YouTube channel about a year ago. Partially my fault that it didn't happen. Also just partially that really got intense where I was heading to in business to honestly try to film the journey. I filmed a lot of it on my Instagram. So it's a bit of a cliche start, but we're going to be starting with a day in the life just to give an intro of what I do. And then I do want you to stick around to the end. And if you can stick around at the end, I'm going to actually just go over a bit of a yap, talk about what my channel is about and who I am and like why I'm doing a YouTube channel. But to give you a bit of a brief, this channel isn't going to just be vlogs and entrepreneur day in the lives and stuff like that. It'll be a lot of that, but not all of it. This YouTube channel is going to be very centered around me as a person, trying to achieve my dreams whilst keeping my beliefs, whilst keeping my morals, and trying to stay the person I am. There's a massive entrepreneur space, especially young entrepreneur space on YouTube at the moment. Not too many in Australia, so I'll be trying to add to that. Once everyone gets their bread, they kind of lose themselves a bit and make it all about that. I kind of want to show that even at a young age, you don't have to make it all about that. Like, you're gonna see some really nice stuff. I like the nicer things in life, the cars, the accessories, the watches. I love it, but I love Jesus Christ even more. So if that's something you're interested in, that's what the channel will be surrounded by. But we'll get into the app session later. For now, this is how I start all of my days. I go grab a coffee because I'm a bit of a melon without it. It is 9:30 at the moment. It's nearly 10 o'clock at the moment. I'm gonna go run and pick up Jordan and we'll go to my warehouse. For those who don't know, I have a warehouse with my business partner, Jordan. We run a hair studio for braids, barbers, and locticians. And as well, we run a product line. So today's actually my first day back to work since going away. I was actually away. I was away for the first couple of days of the year. It's the 5th of January today, so first day actually back at work. I'll make some breakfast right now and then we'll literally just get started. Batmobile. It's a base model. Pop my little base model. So that's the essentials actually. Got my coach pouch, my laptop, coffee, water. I've decided we're just gonna go to GYG for breakfast. There was a certain video I was gonna start with for this YouTube channel, but that video can't be made probably till about March. And you'll see why. But for now, we kind of have to just film some day in the life. So I'm gonna just get everyone familiar with the channel. I've made it to Jordan's house, but usually it takes like forever. 10, 11. See how long it takes for Jordan to get out. But now though, we'll have a chat. Jordan is my cousin, business partner, my guy basically. We do basically everything together. We see each other every day. He really will be in everything. Today's Monday. Essentially Mondays are really good for me and Jordan because it's actually the only day that we get the shop to ourselves. We obviously have staff and the team's obviously usually in and out the building throughout the entire week. Mondays is the only days that me and Jordan go and no one else is there. So that's when we use our days. We've always been, for years, we've been using Mondays to just get all of our back end done and everything. We haven't been able to do any back end for our business in general for the last 2 months because the end of year shop just got so intense. And now Jordan's gonna suss this duffel bag. I got the coach purse, but flex the duffel bag.
Oh.
Now we donated so much money to coach this year. He only took 2 minutes there.
Showering the rest of my toast.
Thank you. Welcome to my shop / warehouse, stock office. I do everything in this building. This is Studio MJ, one of my 3 businesses. So I own 3 businesses called MJ Dreads, Rooted & Co, and Studio MJ. Studio MJ is the shop and the franchise that we are creating. MJ Dreads is a dreadlock business we started when we were 14. It was my first ever business. Rooted & Co is my product line, which you'll be seeing. Studio MJ and Rooted & Co are going to be massive growth for the brand, but this is my shop. I actually lied. I didn't realize one of the staff is here for an hour today. So he literally made a warehouse shop. I'll go over why we did that. I'll probably make an entire separate video on that. I have plenty of footage of us doing that. So we created a warehouse and made it into a shop. So this is basically home headquarters. You'll see me here pretty much 90% of the time. So this is Studio MJ. This is our, like I told you, this is our really dirty office. At the start of 2025, it was so clean and nice. But like all workplaces, it's a fucking workplace. So literally goals and meetings and stuff on the board, stock and decorations, formulations and stickers. We literally just bought a TV for this place, so TV's here. We've got couches. This is like actually listing. One of my tasks today is we're actually listing these desks, so you won't see these here for much longer, but we're going to be selling these 2 desks. Ooh. So yeah, essentially this is the office. We actually haven't spent much time in here. 2 months. Like I said, it was pretty hot, and B, we were so busy downstairs, we generally didn't have any reason to be up here, which essentially gave us the idea to kind of rip this space kind of open and kind of turn it into more of a universal lounge rather than an office, just for better. It's better for the staff. The work we do doesn't really require two 2-meter desks. I'll start my morning by just writing down what I gotta do. I haven't written my daily tasks since the 2nd of December. It's the 5th of January. That's how busy it actually got. Essentially today I'm just gonna be getting back to basics. Hey brother, how you doing?
We started in a minute, but grab a seat for now.
Yeah, easy.
Do you want a drink while you wait?
I got some orders to pack and then take them out to the post office. I'm going to try and go grab a basketball hoop today. It might not happen. It's honestly like, where do I find a good quality basketball? Pick a card. Trying to find, we got crazy sales. Is there any place with just in store? Like, wall mount is not, none of these places I can just go to. Hey, I see you guys have on your website a wall mount basketball. You guys are open now? Pick it up tomorrow. Perfect, thank you so much. All right, basketball hoop sorted. That's done. I'm gonna run up to the gym. I don't know what we're training. Finish the gym now. Starts the C63S. Well, ain't mine. This is now the part of the day that is pretty much boring. Now I just got a list full of things I gotta do now. It's gonna take probably the rest of the evening. That's pretty much the work day finished. So catch me just doing this for a little while. The next thing that's gonna take me ages is I gotta actually put stickers on like 300 bottles. Probably not gonna get it all done now, but I gotta get started and label up these bottles for the product line. My girlfriend just came to visit me, say hi.
Hi.
Labeled those. A few little things I gotta organize for an event. And that is officially the workday done. What are we left home at like 10, it's 4. I'm gonna go home and have a talk with you guys about what this channel actually is about, so please stick around for that. I leave 80% of work here. I'll probably go home and then I usually just kind of have to reply to emails or reply to DMs, bookings and stuff like that. I'm gonna go home, I'll read some scripture. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock right now and that's pretty much the end of my day. Stuck around till now. I want to explain to you what this channel is about and why I started a YouTube channel and who I am and where I'm at in my journey. So, if you obviously don't know, my name is Montel, 21-year-old from Melbourne, Australia. I started doing business about 7 years ago and I started a dreadlock business with my Jordan. We're cousins, so we started a dreadlock business when all of our friends had dreadlocks and we wanted to get some. We couldn't afford any because we were like 14, so we just learned how to do it. I'm not going to give an entire brief on how the entire business flourished into what it is today, into owning a product line, an entire warehouse and having multiple businesses that do 5 figures. But I will pretty much give a rundown on where I'm at in my entrepreneurial journey and why I want to record it for a YouTube channel now. The simple thing is documentation. I wanted to start a YouTube channel a while ago, but it was just really hard to get started, being in the midst of really building. And I'm kind of in a place right now where I'm definitely still building and I've got so much to accomplish, but there is room to let the people in a little bit more. And I think I want to be a bit more open about maybe my numbers and just where I'm at personally. Essentially 7 years ago when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I went through a lot of different changes. Just being a 14-year-old to now being 21, you go through a lot of life changes. Some of my beliefs, my morals, my overall character. But the biggest thing that ever changed my life personally was Jesus Christ. I was going down a path where I was dealing with different belief systems and kind of going in between what I thought was correct, detaching myself from my roots that I grew up with. Grew up a Christian, and it just didn't really mean a lot to me. About two and a half years ago, when I wanted to rediscover my faith in Jesus and find out for myself the truth about Christianity. During obviously all that time, obviously I'm still running multiple businesses. It's just that business and God have kind of always been the two things in my life. Whether it was different beliefs or different businesses, I was always doing them both, maybe sometimes wrong, but those were the two things that I kept. Obviously your business changes a lot as you go throughout the years, and obviously just as I get older. And as well as that, my faith changed. When I finally connected the business model that I wanted along with the faith that I think was correct, it finally all clicked to me, and that's when everything really changed. In 2025, we did our most numbers ever, quadrupling our numbers, quadrupled my happiness, pretty much quadrupled everything that made me a better person. So what do I want to do in all this? My life, just my life in general, my day-to-day, what you saw today, was just a little glimpse of just the kind of things that I do throughout my day, being self-employed, having my own business, and just trying to keep my hobbies intact. But B is that I notice a lot of people, obviously, thank God, a lot of you watching will be believers of God, and I'm sure a lot of you do keep Him close to your heart. I see a very big lack in education. And I'm not necessarily, I'd say, I'm close. I'm just not there to where I could say I'm going to educate people, but I want to just make it, you know what? Yeah, I'm educating people. So the channel is going to be everything. I'm going to be vlogging my day-to-day lives. I'm going to be sometimes just doing segments, maybe just on Christianity. I'm going to be doing segments on business. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. You're going to see some accomplishments. My goal for this channel is just to simply show my life, and to show mainly that you can actually not just keep God in your life. I'm talking about more than that. I'm talking about actually keeping God as a priority in your life whilst obtaining your dreams and understanding the actual values of this. A lot of these guys on social media, they're successful, and I can't hate. Like I want what they've got. But I guess the advantage for someone who has put their complete faith in Jesus is just that if it all went away, I will be okay. As much as I really do strive for the things that I'm going for, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is Jesus Christ. That's the only thing that matters in this world. So I want to show what walking through life with that mentality does for somebody. And that's all I really want to show in this channel. I just want to show what it's like to still try to obtain, trying to be a good person, trying to have good morals, trying to obtain really nice, material things in this world, trying to get good cars, cool watches, cool bags, and go cool places. I pray the Lord, forgives me if these desires are wrong, but these are the desires of a human. I'm just trying to show you that having Jesus Christ in your life doesn't mean you don't have to obtain it. It just means that He is the only thing that matters, and that the rest is, I call it time wasting. I'm not gonna lie, my entrepreneurial journey just sometimes feels like I'm just time wasting. Life's a bit of a video game before I meet my God. So my three businesses are Rooted & Co, Studio MJ, and MJ Dreads. Studio MJ is the brand we started last year, about halfway through the year. So we started Studio MJ to be the home headquarters of any businesses that we basically do, and to be the one-stop hair studio for luxury experiences. And Rooted & Co is our product line by me, Jordan, and our business partner, Jess, essentially to cater to all curl, braiding, and dreadlock needs. Essentially all hair, but I guess that's more of our target. So there's a lot to unpack here. So the point of this little chat here is that there's just a lot to unpack. I've got three businesses, I guess a God that I really entrust my life with. So I've got three businesses, a God that I entrust my life with, and I guess a family I'm trying to keep close. And if it's interesting, watch. If it's not, I don't really mind, because I kind of just want it for myself. That was a really quick brief. I'm going to have more yaps like this and actually talk about how I got to where I'm at, why I chose the businesses I chose, why I chose the God that I chose. I think I'm going to go. But thank you for watching if you did. And may the Lord Jesus Christ be among you, and may He dwell within you with His Holy Spirit. Love all.